team into our grand finals will be decided here. Who will it be? If you're at home in chat watching, let us know your thoughts, because this is what it all boils down to. Let's get into it.
Let's have it. Take off for the opening hard point. LG and GodLike. Again, no forgiveness here. Single elimination bracket. And I will say, I think both teams did a really nice job in the background, doing their homework, setting themselves up for the most amount of success possible as we jump in. GodLike opening a couple of seconds, but LG bounced back with a handful of kills, able to battle back and find themselves the early lead. And this is the thing about it. GodLike, I'm sure, is very thrilled to have Takeoff
them start like this, as we see how Luminosity actually starts to slowly fall in their way. I would say that the kills are arguably sort of similar, but Neutrino, surprisingly enough, hasn't found the success that he'd like, at least at first, as he got taken down by MB. Big over there takes that kill and shoots that well as well. LG doing a phenomenal job in here to start off with the right foot, which is exactly what they want to do, thinking about the fact that, well, GodLike has been looking super clean on the search and destroy. So, as I mentioned, hardpoint, you're really important, gonna have a huge impact as we all begin to move on to point number 2.
Yeah, good little bounce back here from GodLike, making things mixy on the exit from 1 over to 2. LG stacked up over towards window side. Up top, Bandwash able to kick things off the first eliminations. Hunter Killer Drone also scouting out to see how GodLike are trying to hit this, and the kills for GodLike just aren't fully there. So LG from the front, able to successfully break and move the spawns around on the left side of the minimap. Kills on the outside also, creating a little bit of space here for LG to work with. GodLike trying to kind of hit this in multiple facets, and it really hasn't worked out all that well. Couple of kills for Trunks, but largely speaking, LG in firm control of the hill.
Surprisingly enough, the side of GodLike is not taking too much value off of those kills. LG, on the other part, every time they get a kill, they make sure that there's someone inside of those objectives. Yeah. 20 seconds still left, and they seemingly continue to have a whole lot of control up in their hands. There's going to be the push from 4 members at the same time from GodLike, and that's finally the push they needed. But there's MB with a double to clean them off. There's Band to remain 2 that were inside of the kill, and just like that, the scrap time wheel, or could have been in their favor, but they're like, you know what, we're already far ahead. We can just bounce to the next one.
And this is where things can get really dangerous. LG have 4 operators at the ready as they try to set themselves up for the third hill. They can turn this into a huge snowball, but GodLike are starting to kind of get themselves back into this game. Couple of good kills on the opening. No operators haven't spent yet. Band did try to get the Purifier out, but really it didn't get wielded, so you'll have that charge back pretty quickly. Envy with the War Machine, able to get himself a double. Neutrino trying to battle back into it. Now the Sparrow out. That will work out as Tectonic from the high ground is able to open the door. Neutrino still healthy, and good predictions as well with his War Machine. Keep GodLike in. We got a back and forth 50-50. Our operators charged up on both sides, but GodLike, here we go. The wave's starting to come through for India, and they've held very nicely.
That's the thing, that's the value. The operators, you call it yourself. Not only Luminosity, but also GodLike doing a phenomenal job there as they now take out that Gravity Vortex, but not gonna be to the right side because there is Tech alongside with Band cleaning them off. Band dies, not enough. Their control is still gonna be there for them. 10 seconds left. The side of GodLike did an outstanding job there at the beginning with the operators and the usage of their own weapons, but now, as they all begin to rotate for the next one, they're gonna be slightly late to the party. The spawns are not necessarily great as GodLike continues to spawn over their own stadium. They all have to walk all the way back. Now they finally get closer and break through quite immediately.
Yeah, great opportunity here for the claw from Trunks. Doesn't put the player in the corner though. Okay, a little bit of a miss, and now all of a sudden LG find themselves favored in the kill feed. And with the Annihilator out, that'll be enough to turn the tides and get LG right back into the hard point. So again, small moments where it looks like GodLike are about to find their crack through the code, but it doesn't quite fully get all the way through. Now LG really establishing their own sense of semblance here over the top of the last hard point of this rotation. Claw helping out for it, 30 seconds to battle. And GodLike have to hit this all from the front. Caught on reload though, Envy will drop. Prevail gets himself an opening double, and this is what I'm talking about. The SMGs for GodLike wake up at the exact right moment, and a good break comes through, at least to contest a little bit of extra time until Vague and the rest of LG reinforce and reclaim the hill.
And that's been the biggest issue. Yes, the back and forth between the kills is quite noticeable, but now more and more ahead. LG doing a tremendous job, not only doubling, but nearly tripling the amount of points that the rivals have right now. We're gonna get head towards P1 reset in here at a distance. Wash is gonna be covering them from up above, looking over on red. Envy from the inside, try to make it work, but there's a nade that's gonna crush his dream, but not the team's, as Band is hiding behind that fountain, making sure that they getting time in. It is just so difficult for GodLike that once they make the break that they are so good at doing, to actually hold it this time around.
Yeah, that's the exact point I was going to go to, is there's been good moments for GodLike kind of breaking down LG, but it's not with enough control to actually dominate after the break gets happened. So the re-break attempts from LG have been really clean so far, which is why we're seeing more than double the points essentially here in favor of LG. GodLike doing a nice job here over the top of Fountain. keeping things contested at worst, if not finding a little bit of time here and there. Kills also on the exit looking really good. So we start to look over towards the minimap, and again, that left side is where GodLike will be spawning. Proximally, they will be closer to getting in towards P2. But we saw this last rotation around. LG looking to stack up through window side. And they've already got a handful of members contested the back staircase. That will be good for, again, another 50-50 over the top of the new hill.
Yeah, that was just huge for GodLike. Over 30 seconds inside of the hill will put them around 40 or so behind. And they're their first inside of the hill. If I'm not mistaken, that's Aviz, who is now making sure that they stay alive but at a distance. Gets knocked out by Envy. Washi immediately realizes that there's an opening in here, gets inside, goes for that kill, takes it like it's nothing, goes for the double, and kills him as well. Triple in here, only gonna be an assistance, but LG gonna clean them all so quickly. Now there's Bake now using this claw, already 23 kills going for more damage onto the opponents. A double kill out of nowhere. The smoke is not gonna stop his play style. He likes to be aggressive, he likes to go forward, he likes to make it happen, and in here LG are doing so. 152 points, and they continue to control the smoke. Is playing so huge in their way.
Yeah, and the thing about this here, LG, they're happy to be up by 50, but honestly speaking, GodLike is doing a really solid job of just keeping themselves in the game. All it takes is one little momentum shifter. Can they find a way to get a solid setup or a hold and maybe pull back this game to be completely level? Because 54 points is not the greatest sum in the world. So LG will rotate over towards 3 early. Envy trying to kind of be a little bit of a rat and sneak away, but does not quite find anything on the exit. So now GodLike with a chance to break, just as the hard point opens. Claw being a part of it. Nice shots here from Trunks. We also hear the Gravity Vortex gun going off in the background. Envy taking himself out of the picture. This could be the moment. GodLike with numbers. Band trying to find a way to stay alive, but he will be cut down just before he can find entry, and GodLike will break.
But GodLike has already used plenty of utilities. They got a couple more over on the side of LG. Let's see if they decide to use them. One of them is going to be Washi at the entrance. Washi trying to walk through. Gonna make it happen. Bay gonna help him out. Gets taken down. Prevail inside. Goes for the double. Not gonna happen. And that is not going to allow AG to get any more time in. Neutrino inside with the double. Managed to survive nearly. Takes out another weapon. Not gonna be enough. And that is still no problem for Trunks, who went inside alongside with Learn. LG, 5 seconds. They still tried to fight it off. And I'd say that, well, GodLike's 0.4 and 1 rotation could be huge here.
I'm not a big fan of GodLike sending as many resources as they did early to P4, because there was still a lot of time left to fight for in the scrap. And with an 8-second lockdown before the hardpoint opens, LG are essentially getting away with murder here, because now they can rotate and have a chance to break immediately. Prevail, Trunks, good openers, but Tectonic and Washi break things down. The Annihilator, a huge part of the reason why. 179 to 126. LG in the hardpoint continuing to earn some more score. GodLike, you gotta feel like this is where it starts to become panic time for them. Good shutdown from Neutrino, so Tectonic can't get the Sparrow into play. Now he's got a War Machine to play with. Right through the window, able to connect for 1, and GodLike reestablish control. 30 seconds to fight for. Do they read the spawns, though, for LG, which are currently splitting the map?
That's right. I mean, they're making sure that they cannot get inside through any entrances. There's Neutrino with the War Machine taking 1, with the War Machine shooting at a distance, making sure that LG just cannot come through. Now, there's still 15 seconds left that are going to be super, super good for the side of GodLike if they manage to control, but that's not going to be no easy. That's triple for Trunks, destroying once again with the Fennec. Has the opportunity to use the Hunter Killer drone. Not going to connect, but still has that Fennec, has that Bread Missile at a distance. We're questioning if it's going to be possible for Trunks to do it, and he makes it happen. By the way, he's already on a 7 spree looking for more damage to be done in here. Finally, Envy going to end that Reign of Terror, but the damage has been settled. Yeah, Ben is still free,
Missile called in immediately as soon as he comes off respawn, and that's going to be enough to get Band out of the picture and allow GodLike to, again, find some critical time here on the first hill. Tectonic waiting for assistance before he can really commit to try to play this angle over towards Fountain, and here comes the hit from LG. Smoke covering the left side of the Fountain perspectively for LG. Kills not fully coming through yet, though. Hold on a second. GodLike are still finding ways to keep this mixy. Neutral goes the hard point. 197 to 165. GodLike continue to chip away little by little, point by point, but they have to win a rotation somewhere, and with 18 seconds still to play here on P1, we got to see if they can find a way to get across the map and set themselves up for the second hill.
It's just insane how Luminosity manages to nearly always have pretty good control over point number 1 here on takeoff. It's super, super difficult to do so, but they make it seem simple in multiple situations here now. Already broke through that 200-point barrier, less than 40 seconds away from success. There's Envy with a clean double inside of the hill, eventually gets taken down. There's Abyss to make it happen now with the Sparrow at a distance, begins to shoot those arrows. Can he actually pull through? GodLike have to be near perfect, but that's not going to be possible. Double for Washington. Clean.
Not what you want there at all. You can't have that there. The Sparrow doesn't connect really whatsoever. Now all of a sudden LG, they've got the Purifier, the War Machine out. They can absolutely win the game, but the Gravity Vortex comes to respond. GodLike have to find a break, and they have to find a rotation. Kills still coming through. Prevail is on an absolute heater. 41 total kills. Can the rest of his team step up and find a way to keep GodLike in the game? 25 seconds remaining. LG could technically still put themselves right on the precipice of winning this game, but it's going to have to take a rotation out of them. Vape over the top. Gonna do it with the SMG, gets 2, but Trunks meets it with the claw, and GodLike will hold on. Now we look towards rotation.
That's right, everyone is moving. Inside of the kill, there's already big in, moving all the remaining allies. Strong still at a distance, already on a force spree, using that claw. And we already saw Big using that claw as well. They take huge value off of it. Let's see in this rotation that's gonna work out, because everybody's just all over the place, both entrances with both teams at the same time trying to get in. That is gonna be a kill for Trunks. That is gonna be super, super important at a distance. There's Washi here with the Annihilator. The initial 10 seconds could be now going for LG.
Shutdown comes through for the Annihilator, though. 232 to 200. GodLike spawning down towards Medbay. They have to find the kills from the front. And so far, so good. The equalizer from Prevail almost gets more than just the opener. But is that enough? Neutrino following up with the War Machine, making life miserable for LG inside the hard point. The kills keep on coming, and they don't stop coming. 6 kills for Neutrino. Prevail also still a part of the picture as Neutrino pulls off a flawless War Machine. 8 kills with it. He's fully streaked, except for the EMP, which he's just a kill away from. There it is. Fully streaked out. Not quite able to get the double. LG can still win this. Have to find a way to break, though. GodLike need to win transition. Can they hold on with the last couple of members? What does LG choose to do? They're going to play for rotation, and a Bread Missile's there to meet them. GodLike are doing it.
That's all they need, 9 seconds, but there's the use of the utilities. We saw the score streaks there by Neutrino. Now Band inside with a Fennec, tries to clean it off, finds the first kill. All they need is 10 seconds, 9 to be precise. Turns around, goes for that kill. Not gonna be possible. GodLike still making it happen. Double for Abyssal, who continues to be inside. Envy try to go through with a War Machine. Not gonna be possible. LG finally gonna break through. 5 seconds away from victory. There's Tech with a Grog, keeping things at bay with the shots to the door. Gets the opportunity to clean, but GodLike managed to get inside, but it's just not going to be enough, ladies and gentlemen. There it is, Luminosity. I guess GodLike have done it. Insane performance to close it up for both teams. But that advantage that Luminosity held at the beginning goes because we've already talked what could happen if they don't. As we take a glance onto this oh so beautiful trophy, we are all set to begin with the next one. I'm intrigued about the size. Do you happen to know those?
I have no idea. I assume, though, with them picking it, I imagine that they will start on the defense. Yep, that's indeed the case. So GodLike will be starting defensively. LG right off the get-go. 5-man hit over towards B. Nades over the top, in towards mid. GodLike are giving up the B site completely, though, looking for a heavy stack at A. So a bit of a blind counter on both sides. Smoke will cover the cross. Should allow enough opportunity for Envy to get this plant stretched, and that's indeed the case. Neutrino was looking for spam, but it comes up empty. So into the 5v5 post plant. Washi kicks things off with the first blood through mid.
Goes for the surprise plays and makes it happen through the smoke. Cleanse that bomb. Less than 40 seconds left. Neutrino tries to push through mid. It's not gonna be an easy task. They're already expecting a push from their own spawn. Not gonna have the kill, but Tech does. Washi as well. And all of a sudden, there's only 2 members alive on the side of GodLike, getting dominated at a distance. Tries to defend himself. Prevail not going to actually make it happen now as Neutrino finds a kill. Washi takes his 3rd of the round, and just like that, with an interesting way of starting, that round goes their way.
Yeah, tone setter right there for LG. And again, I think if you're GodLike, you kind of shrugged that round off. You predicted a heavy A hit, it all went B. Trying to break down a 5v5 post plant against LG on that B site, not all that plausible. Nades coming on the top for both sides this time. GodLike showing a lot more force defensively at B, and it does push off any early attempts from Luminosity. On top of that, Band has stayed over towards trailer side, so he's pretty confident that no one's playing up and close, but there could still be players inside a trailer. That'll be the big question mark as LG look to plant over towards A, but they quickly get on in, get the SMGs to take control, and now once again, we go 5v5 post plant. Washi again kicks us off with another first blood.
That's right, that's gonna begin to be an issue yet again for the Indian team. Waiting patiently behind that bomb, the side of LG will opt to defend. All they have to do is wait for what could be eventually a surprise or a desperate, rather, play for the side of GodLike. They get that kill onto Washi, immediately pushing for more. Prevail did not realize that there was someone inside of the trailer. Gets taken down, they go for that kill, try to knock him down.
They hopped it. He's still on for the defuse. That's going to be enough. I think he gets the defuse off. Sure does. Oh, man, I love the call. You kind of
didn't even notice.
It's like Navy SEALs. You've got pre-fire on one doorway, someone else is pre-firing through the smoke, and then you just get on, you hop it, and LG are so worried about trying to find the kills that they kind of lose sight of the bomb site itself. So a little ninja coming through for GodLike ties us up at 1. And for the first time, we'll see LG come out of spawn with a bit more patience, although that said, it's only tempered rebuild a bit. They're pushing all the way through 10, and no one was looking for that play whatsoever. Band with the double base following up, and they're not done yet. Prevail eventually pushes him off, but that clearance will allow a free plant for LG at A.
I mean, it was either the 10 ban or find a quadra on that round. Luckily enough for GodLike, that's not gonna be the case, but bombs down. Envy does it again. Now 3v2. The trade was just not favorable for GodLike. They all begin to rethink their strategy. Seemingly gonna be pushing here through A-Long. Thinking about that push at a distance. Washi still trying to snipe him down. Not gonna be possible yet. There's a push from Trunks. Big going to defend, and just like that, Envy will finish him off.
Yeah, great post plant setups here for LG. The only thing that's foiled it so far is, again, that sneak right underneath their noses of the defuse from the previous round. So I'm looking at this saying, LG have shown us a hard B hit, an attempt to go B again and then quickly wrap back towards A, and then that round, very uncharacteristic. We don't see it all that often. A double SMG push through mid. This has got to have GodLike all up in their heads in terms of where are they going, how do we deal with this? There's so many things to worry about. And fortunately, off the get-go, what was a good set nade, Neutrino is able to finally get GodLike an early numbers advantage, finding 2 through mid-map.
In a way, Luminosity trying to be as unpredictable as possible, but GodLike's responses to them, not necessarily a bad one. So far in here, they yet again try something different. The grenade kill by Tech was definitely a good startup, but they've lost 2 members. Band Vague out of the picture now. Washi thinking about throwing a nade at a distance. It's not gonna make it any simpler. 1 minute and 15 seconds on the clock as LG tries to find some sort of opening in here.
They're just looking for timing. Oh my goodness! That timing, that pixel peak, could not have been slimmer of margins, and that may be the door opened. In a 4v3, LG were the ones who had to find something to go their way. And now, there's an opportunity for them to know that they very likely have GodLike split between both of these 2 sites. So they're gonna get a 3v2 over at A. First contact good for Prevail, keeps his life. Spam coming out, doesn't quite finish him off, eventually gets the kill, but it's all down to Tech. 40 seconds on the clock. 1v2, no bomb in hand. Knows he's got a player playing up towards mid, and he's looking to isolate, but I love this from GodLike. They just back off and say, if you want to plant over at A, sure, we're gonna give you a 1v2. But it just comes down to will they actually convert it, because Tech will get this plant off without much concern.
Yeah, he'll get it just like that, but it's still a 1v2. Has to be cautious about this interaction. But we all know Tech. We all know how clutch he can be on several situations, and this could be one of them. And GodLike knows it.
Yeah.
They gotta play it smart.
Just all about how they find him, and they do right there. Okay, so Tech was kind of looking to see what they're gonna come from runs back. I mean, there's so many opportunities to where this double stack for GodLike. We see you. Not to be pushed aside. 2-2, really big round right there for GodLike.
Really, really big round in there to even them out. I gotta say that was great. That was great. As quickly as possible, they had to take down Tech, and that's exactly what happened. They didn't even allow him to go for like a sneaky flank or just try to surprise them one by one. That was just not the situation. And oh my God, that nade was tremendous. Unfortunately, not enough. Prevail with a kill. Trunks with the next one. The follow-up for the side of LG is just not there.
Yep. Tempo switch here from GodLike. They say we're have enough of you guys kind of controlling and dictating the speed of this map. And this time it's open nades over towards the backside of A, and then a double hit up through mid, and now you've even got a sniper rifle and a B is controlling backside B alley. So Luminosity are quite literally stuck here. There is nowhere they can go, and once more, kind of like the round previous, they're just hoping GodLike makes a mistake, over peaks, and they can find free kills. So expect to see Washi kind of just floating on an island, seeing if he can just work an angle and find a free pick to try to level the numbers up a bit.
That's right, that's exactly what they need now. There's a minute left. LG, want to play for picks, or do you want to sort of push and find a kill somewhere, somehow? In here, nothing gonna happen. Still a 3v5. And with that kill, that is going to be even more deeply hurting the side of LG. GodLike now finally finding their own pace, finally finding how to do it. GodLike, now first member to go down is gonna be Learn. Tech still alive. Ambi gonna take that opportunity to plant that bomb, but there's the push. They gotta defend themselves. They're collapsing onto them at the same time. Angie gets a kill to try to answer back, goes for the double, but runs away. The way that GodLike played that was just so huge. They realized that they were both at the bomb site and just collapsed from so many different entrances that it became nearly impossible for LG to react back.
This has been a really interesting story of this first half. First 3 rounds are 2 different 5v5 post plans. One goes the way of GodLike with a little sneak ninja defuse, but LG's opening aggression allowed them quick plants. Since that point, though, GodLike have been able to come out on top with 2 straight rounds where they've had numbers advantages. And looks like this round will go back to what we saw in the first 3. 5v5 post plant, but LG do not have a lot of control back towards bathroom side. They're gonna have to bunker down. The only big advantage here for LG on this post point is the fact that this is going to take a lot of time for GodLike to clear. So it's going to have to be a mad dash onto the site for GodLike, and they're going to have to make a decision of which direction do they want to go. 3-member stack over towards the back. Looks like that will be the main focus. Most of this has been seen by the players inside a trailer, but they haven't found the kills as of yet. Oh, the trigger discipline from Tectonic. How good is that? He catches a couple of GodLike members out, and the kills are perfect for LG. Last one left is a Bees, and he does not have enough time to get through all 4 LG members and defuse. Impressive shot to keep the hand hot, but largely speaking, LG say, we're not going to bother trying to fight you guys early. Come to us, and it works out great for a 3-3 half.
That was good. That was good. I like that first half. GodLike in LG just proving their best in here. But now, as we flip spawns, I'd like to say that to me, arguably, GodLike's attack strategies are quite impressive. They try to be even more unpredictable than what we've seen so far. Look at that push. It's straight from mid through the smoke. No one knows that Trunks is here. Gonna get one. Gonna go for 2 in here. Not gonna be possible. There's Prevail with the opportunity. Takes a kill before dying. Turns around. Ben tries to defend. Not gonna be possible. And all of a sudden, we only have 5 players left.
That took balls flat out for GodLike to come through, smoke barrel, and then just mad dash through it. You're so susceptible to nade damage making a play like that. And to be fair, LG don't necessarily get caught too by surprise. They've evened up the numbers, but the advantage of isolating the LG defense has allowed GodLike now to send this to a 2v1. Tectonic, once again, last one left. And GodLike have a ton of time to work with and see if they could possibly create some doubt into what Tectonic wants to do. And at the moment, he's kind of playing halfway between both different bomb sites. He won't have a look at this hit towards A, but he will be able to rotate in a multitude of ways. He can either play it safe by rotating back, or he can get aggressive by playing through trailer, or even more so, all the way around the back of the flank.
Bombs down and 40 seconds on the clock. Tech, no new guy to this sort of situation. Last time it did not work out whatsoever. Let's see if he can change that outcome this time around, because he's taking his time, as he should. Has to hurry now soon, and that's something that GodLike knows how to distance. Learn, once again, will knock him down. And if I'm not mistaken, on the other 1v2 could have been him, maybe Prevail, I'm not too sure. What I am sure about is the fact that GodLike, once again, got that lead.
Yeah, and another, again, opportunity to showcase that GodLike is not going to allow LG to control the tempo of this map. This time, again, talking about that opening hit, look what it's forced. GodLike going to force out a lot of LG nades over towards middle, but they're not hitting it right off the get-go. So a lot of opening defensive utility has been spent just to keep them safe from that opening aggression. Envy by himself with the kilo inside a trailer. Not the standard weapon that we often see players use in this position, so he's going to have to try to play through the window and see if he can get any information. And he's got a little bit of assistance of tech just outside of barrels if he needs to bail and get back to safety.
That's right, and I am quite impressed about that kilo. I'm not too sure that's going to have the impact that he wants. So far, no one's dead, but the time keeps going down. Already went over 40 seconds, and the side of GodLike has to figure out a way to do it. But ooh, there it is. Washi, the player that had been getting the most first blood, is now gonna get knocked out of the park.
And they know where both AR players are. They know the spam from the trailer means there's only one player inside, and they also saw Tech for a moment there on this cross. Learn gets onto the bomb site. We also have a player floating through mid-map, but Learn just takes the 1v1. Woo! Impressive gunfight. Trunks now trying to change things up. Tech playing deep, gets caught a little bit by surprise, but Trunks still snaps over to the kill. Now down to Band, and it's a 1v5. 40 seconds on the clock. If he pulls this off, it'll be written in the annals of Call of Duty history. First shot's not clean, second will be there, but Trunks comes from behind, no worries, and GodLike take their first convincing lead, 5-3 cushion.
Very convincing round. I gotta say, LG got heavily outplayed in multiple situations off of that round, and because of that, like you mentioned, 2 rounds in a row going in favor of GodLike, who, like I mentioned, their offensive style on plenty of map search and destroy has been shown across these weekend, and here's gonna be no exception. Now Trunks, maybe playing with fire over here, he was too confident, and Band and Big gonna make him pay that price.
This is all about timing for GodLike. That was not a full commitment to B. All that was Trunks seeing if he could get an opening kill and try to move the LG defense. Even though he doesn't get the elimination, he has still successfully moved LG over towards B, and the commitment from Learn is beautiful. He's gonna get this plant off. It just comes down to, will he be allowed to exit? LG start to realize the follies of their setup. Nades over the top to connect, but not for a kill. Middle of the map, lurking, Vague gets taken down by a Bees. That makes safe an additional pinch. Prevail also still controlling it towards mid, but now caught by surprise. Band over the back, he gets smoked! Oh my goodness, Band had his number, but it doesn't make a difference. Now Learn over the top of the bomb site, trying to get all 3. Sees Washi at range. 1v3 opportunity for LG. Not gonna happen. Abiz takes his focus back, but what an unbelievable call for GodLike to make the quick transition to A.
Incredible way to take advantage of that situation. You said it. The way that Luminosity was playing across that map was really good, but not perfect. They had that opening over on Alpha, and immediately GodLike capitalized on it, plants the bomb, immediately goes for the kills as well, and that head glitch was just immaculate. Now Trunks gonna be pushing yet again for that kill. Big is gonna make him suffer. Not gonna be the kill that he wanted. Actually gets the kill onto Prevail, and the push continues. Now they fully commit over on Bravo, but they've lost only one member, the 1-for-1 trade as they go through.
They can still create doubt here, though. This will be a commitment towards B, but keep your eye on number 4. Beans is lurking through mid-map. He's trying to catch LG crossing back, seeing if the mind games have worked out. And look at the rotation. This is freaking brilliant from GodLike. Envy will scout out. Yes, this is a commitment towards B. Can they stop the plant through mid? Tectonic will be nearby. But you can see this little bit of play with time for GodLike is creating LG's doubt. Envy turns things up, though, as he gets in and controls tires. That's also your bomb carrier down, and now LG will commit to trying to reclaim this B site.
And that's gonna be the biggest factor, the fact that they are already in their heads. They're not too sure what to do, when to do it, how to do it. They gotta reform something.
This mental gymnastics for GodLike is absolutely mind-bending. They've re-cleared A. Seeing if they take Washi down at mid, he can't get the quick scope. Now an opportunity to either battle back towards A or just pinch the B site. GodLike, absolute masterminds on firing range. Search tie us up 7-3. Whoa, we got ourselves a series.
Oh man, I had to turn around and look at them go. Look at them go. They're so happy with themselves, as they should be. They've not only won, but outplayed on...
In the pool here, lots of even chances for GodLike to come out and do what they did yesterday, which was absolutely blow SPG out of the map. See if they can find a way to do it 2 days in a row. It will be GodLike starting up on the offense. LG spamming things through mid. Abiz will kick us off, and the early hit over towards B is on the way.
Absolutely. We're going to see that nade kill for Tech. Immediately pushing for more on both sides. Look at Trunks already trying to get that kill onto Tech, who gets on top of that laundry room. Only got one kill. Ben, Prevail gets the double. Ben pushes through the smoke, tries to go for that defensive play. Double for himself. Great way to stop things out, but both teams getting plenty of kills. There you go. Ben and Big are going to change the pace in there and manage to defend the side of Bravo.
Yeah, they don't get the second tick. That's the biggest thing. It was so close to being captured, but now GodLike have to come off respawn and take their focus on the other side of the map, where they have not cleared too much as of yet. That said, Tectonic is the only defender now still standing. LG trying to set up the spawn trap. You've got a player down low on the left side of the map. That'll block AC. And number 5 in Washi has his eyes up towards Jim. This is everything. GodLike need to find a way to capture and move LG off the spawn trap. And they're doing so. They've got capture going on both zones at the same time. LG, you have to give up the spawn trap. You need to defend the objective. One kill comes through to Prevail. But the only player still in spawn is Washi. Eventually, both zones get cleared off, but a lot of damage has been done to the tick progression. Now you take your focus to number 4 in blue. Vega's behind this entire play. It just comes down to, will he actually make a move here?
That can really be problematic, losing 2 ticks on both objectives that are once again trying to capture at the same time. There's Van finding a double kill, super clean. The defense for Washi, and although they focus so deeply on that, they managed to reveal themselves. Now Trunks in here with a Fennec. We'll find one, we'll find 2 with the help of his ally Prevail, and they continue to capture over on Bravo. Luminosity is still trying to prevent that. Washi knows that he's pretty much lost, so they are gonna let it be. But a minute and 40 seconds, the side of GodLike are barely losing by lives, which means that this could be flipping really quick, and could be one of the few times where you see a round of control ending by the objectives.
GodLike needs to make a decision here, though. They're still stuck over towards the previously captured B zone, and you could actually see them having a conversation. Do we go back towards our spawn and try to help their pool, or do we try to make a play through laundry and maybe put a little bit of a spawn trap of our own in? I don't love the call, though. You only need 1 tick of progress at A. Take your focus to the freaking objective and try to get on. And so now LG've got full control at mid-map. They've got bedroom control, and they still have Envy defending against their spawn trap. This is not a good look here for GodLike. They're too separated. They're trying to hunt for spawn kills, but all you need is 1 tick of progress. Why are we playing for kills? Play for the objective.
The real reason is that I don't see it whatsoever. Oh, double kill. That's going to be huge for Aviz. Gonna clear them off. He's still going for the kills. They don't care about the objectives somehow. Prevail finally will begin to push and try to shake things up. Not gonna be possible. That's gonna be 3 kills in a row going in favor of LG GodLike, only with 8 remaining. 30 seconds on the clock. Trunks trying to throw a nade at a distance. There's a help from Abyssum, but I think it's just too late. Why? They finally get together, and they finally seemingly will be pushing here for the objective, but is it too late, Chef?
It's one-dimensional. It's all from the front. Trunks does open up space in through Tiki. LG having to collapse onto the point. Pure Fire comes out. Band able to find the kill just before dropping. That will help hold the front line. But with 5 lives still remaining, all it takes is 1 last break, and GodLike could still do this. A couple of the kills come through. Band still alive with the Pure Fire, but gets pushed out in towards poolside, but the clock will expire on the play, and you can literally see them having the conversation after the B zone is captured. What do you guys want to do? You want to go play for their spawn? Do we need to go back and play for ours? Do we want to try to cut through mid? And they decide to pick what I would say is the worst option of trying to set up a spawn trap when you don't need to grow the life lead. All you need is a tick of progress, and that late commitment allowed LG a chance to get themselves set up, and now off the break off, straight over towards A goes LG's offense.
And while you were already losing lives as well, it's not like that spawn trap was in their favor when it came down to lives now. They do start great, 3 kills without dropping a single one, a defensive indeed. Now at a distance, as Lure with the Annihilator finds 1, finds 2, Learn going for the 3rd one, misses that shot, goes for the 2nd opportunity, gets it onto Envy, misses again, but the damage has been done. Great start of a round for the side of GodLike. That's barely losing any lives in here. Trunks once again at a distance, Washi's Annihilator, who gets executed by the use of the Hunter Killer drone, and although the decision making was not there on the first round, they start great on the second. Double kill for Envy. LG shaking things up, starting going on Alpha. Now they're moving to B.
This B zone might just be gone. They are fully stacked on top of it. This progression is happening rapidly, and GodLike are going to concede this and set up for an exit. Can they find these kills, though? Because you do have number 3 in yellow, Trunks playing for, again, that same spawn trap in towards Garage. But you have to find the kills first and foremost. Band getting through laundry is massive for LG's exit, and Vague will follow up. So now there's a bit of room to work with here. Battle over towards the spawn. Trunks did this yesterday. Claw is out, and he's got him in a blender. Oh boy, not what you want here. Another player starts to spawn over towards the pool side, and the kills continue to come through for GodLike. It's the Zim trap, baby. It's nasty, it's dirty, it's hard to deal with, and Vague will eventually get LG out of spawn while simultaneously, oh, Band, a huge double over the top of the A zone. LG have 2 members on. Can they find a way to get some help, get some reinforcements? No, Trunks will double up and will go 15 plays 12, 113 on the clock.
The spawn trap was broken, but still not enough. The life still in favor of the Indian team. GodLike at a distance here with the Sparrow by the hands of Abyss. Trying to get a kill, trying to get more damage. Shadow's not gonna be impossible. There is the push. Big is gonna be executed, explode, blown into tiny pieces, but the lives are quite close, 10 to 11. The difference is no longer there for the side of GodLike. There's the miss with the sniper shot there for Abyss, who takes out that garage. Tries to go against Band, but that battle is not gonna be a win by him.
Opening kill is big. LG have 2 operators they can spend to try to break this hard point open. Focus back over through kitchen side. Play over towards money window. Prevail, only getting 1 of what could have been 2. Flank attempt, try to get there by Vague, but he's also shut down. So things, again, come to a bit of a pause. Washi's position will force GodLike to spawn a little bit further out. A couple of meandering kills come over through the front as Trunks is able to turn his attention back towards his favored side defensively. Now all of a sudden, all the focus comes to the front doors. 8 plays up against 6. Band trying to get around the corner, finding the opener. That will stop the clock around 9 seconds. If they can get on, wait, they're not fully on yet. The clock continues to tick away. Now it stops at 7, but it's a 7v5 situation. LG have to hold onto this hard point. Long flank coming out from Prevail. He's gonna clear out poolside. Gets the first. Lauren able to find another. Purifier out for Bandit. It gets immediately shut down. GodLike good for their defense. And they'll tie it at 1, only giving away 3 ticks over towards B. I don't think that tick at A ever got fully secured.
Not at all. They were trying to, but the time was just playing against them, and GodLike knew that. Although Tech took that double kill to even the numbers out when it came down to lives, once they took him out, they broke through that barrier and immediately got in front of their opponents to take that round, even numbers out. And now they are once again trying to begin heavy hitting on this round number 3. Now Trunks gonna get executed alongside with his ally Prevail, but there's Neutrino, War Machine in hand. Does he want to push though? Seems like he does.
He's gonna feel obligated to find some damage with this. Band right below him. Don't kill yourself. Don't kill yourself. Don't kill yourself. Okay. That was the entire focus for Neutrino. It's like, just don't take myself out of the map. It does come at the cost of the War Machine not finding too much. Vague is still shooting bodies. That guy is just on one today, apparently. But the focus for GodLike continues off spawn over towards this B zone. Second tick being worked on, first already locked. LG largely looks like they're giving away a lot of this. Second tick's gonna get locked in, and LG really haven't made any moves that would lead you to believe they're trying to recontest this. A late play over towards Laundry, but GodLike's gonna come away with a couple of kills, and now Trunks has his second claw out as the transition is on towards A.
They were not thinking about defending Bravo. Let's see how it goes now over on A. Trunks here, Yagi mentioned with a claw, gonna find 1. Onto Big, immediately pushing for more alongside with his allies. There's Neutrino, gets the kill onto Band. And that is going to be huge for GodLike, who continues to try to be pushing for the kills. That's right, they do not care about the objective as of just yet. Learn here with Annihilator, gonna get executed. That's a clean double kill now for Wash.
Another missed opportunity there for GodLike. They had the spawns at least manipulated. I won't say trapped. They force LG to spawn down towards basketball, but they really don't get a chance to use the operators to really make that punishing. Also great awareness from LG, kind of coming back to the play and making sure they clear things out on their side of the map. So everything resets, literally. 18v18, and both teams playing from their respective corners. Envy up top, clears out bedroom, traded away. GodLike now control a bit of presence at pool. Follow up on the Tectonic is good. Here comes the play for GodLike from the front. You still have a member trying to lurk over towards mid, but that's a Bees with a sniper rifle. Vega's anticipating a push, but it's not there. So this Equalizer's gonna kind of go empty. And it's a chance for GodLike to stack their Tiki with a couple of kills coming through. They can find their way on towards the A zone to stop the clock, but even trades keep things level. And now all of a sudden Vegas found his way over towards the GodLike spawn.
The man is a showman. I love him right there with that double kill. Using that Equalizer, but they're strong. So not with an Equalizer, but with a Fennec. Finding his own double kill to try to break through the side of Bar. Was that a EMP?
EMP, they've been using him a lot this weekend, yeah.
Okay, that's gonna be helping them shoot things up. Big is now gonna be executed at a distance. Hail Mary shots by Envy with the War Machine. Takes that kill onto Learn. Tries to go for more. Has 3 more to go and gets another one into his belt. Now the time will begin to be an issue for GodLike. Tech gonna be defending now with a Sparrow. GodLike trying to go through it with the using of Neutrino's War Machine.
2 seconds on the clock, though, and I don't know if anyone's gonna be able to get here to touch in time. Yeah, they're on. Wait, they're able to contest. There's zeros on the clock. Oh, nasty 1v1. I thought the round had just about come to a close, and, well, the clock told us it did, but one last little contest with hundredths of a second left gave GodLike a chance, but it did force the hand of a lot of operators out of LG. Equalizer out, Sparrow out. I think Annihilator was also popped. Yeah, Band's the only one who's got it, and he's running the Purifier. So an opportunity here for GodLike to come out of spawn with a little bit of an operator advantage, but B's only getting 1 with the Sparrow. Band getting to work with the Purifier, and that's enough for LG to get on towards B and start earning some progress.
Let's see, broke through, has 1. Can he go for 2? Right now he's just defending, making sure that they can safely capture Bravo, and the side of GodLike is gonna do exactly what LG did. Take it, I don't mind. The only one defending over there is gonna be Trunks at a distance, but even then, I don't think he actually wants to go for the defense, but rather for the spawn trap. Yet again, look at him, already positioning himself inside of the garage, and I do believe that GodLike are going for it again.
Just going for a pinch, just trying to clean things out, create some space. Good awareness from Trunks, getting the nade out, but oh, it's a smoke. Not quite able to cover his approach back over in towards the LG spawn. Prevail, cleaning things up though on their own defensive side of the map. And that will get things once again reset. 22 plays 21. Lots of time on the clock for LG. And for the first time on their offense, they're not being spot trapped. So that's good news overall for them. Just comes down to what can they form to try to get a transition over towards A. And they're going to take the long route through Laundry to see if they can get around the backside of this godlike defense.
And probably use Band as a sort of a decoy in here. Right now, the use of the Red Mist to make sure that they know where everybody's at. Takes that kill. Tectonic does as well.
Huge.
And as such, they're going to begin to pitch them back. That's right. They were struggling on offense. Now, they're the ones trying to make them suffer. Band with a push onto bar. Takes one. Tries to go for the reload. Not going to be possible. Gets taken down at a distance. There's the only player alive. That's Avis who gets knocked. And with that, they're inside of the kill. Tectonic tries to defend. Suffers a little pain. Gets killed by Prevail in the side of GodLike, still not managing to kick them out completely.
Good patience though from GodLike. Don't need to do anything too crazy. Wait for your numbers and then re-clear things out cleanly. Band, a problem though. Up top, able to find himself too. Now sneaks in towards window. Coming back towards the fight. He knows he's got Trunks at low HP inside of Tiki, but no, not quite able to find the kill. It's Neutrino with a key triple kill, and GodLike will reestablish control. Vague playing around the back has created opportunities for LG to hit this point from multiple areas of ingress. And you can see what that does. GodLike is going back to re-clear kitchen. They're going to be a little short-handed here in this defense from the front. Vague is playing nothing but distraction, but he gets cleaned out quickly. Now the hit from LG. Quickly on the way towards A. Envy has the opportunity to pull out the War Machine if he thinks there's an opportunity to actually find a way into this zone. Washi out with the Annihilator. Neutrino, hoping he can connect with the War Machine of his own. He does find Envy. Trunks following up. And then the Annihilator may be enough for GodLike to get right back over the top of the zone. 8 plays 6, last chance for LG.
Once again, a bunch of operators are going to be used pretty much at the end of the round here. 25 seconds on the clock, and Luminosity trying to find some sort of opening to at least get the kills, at least get the time. There's the nade kill onto Trunk. Neutrino still trying to hide himself inside of the bar. Tries to flip back and forth between the weapons. Now there's Tech with a Sparrow. They'll break through by Washi. That's 5v. No, 5v4. It all goes down to this. Sparrow on the hands. Going to run out of time. They begin to capture.
It's a 4v4 now. This clock will stop at 11 seconds. LG just need to try to find a way to stay alive. Second tick of progress, getting locked, but Abiz is picking them apart one by one. Prevail around the back. 3v1 situation. Band with the Purifier, trying to be a hero again, but gets shut down before he can escape and get the regen off. We're going to round 5.
How many operators was that? 8?
A lot.
It's gotta be at least, at the very least 5, probably 6 or 7. But incredible that those two teams just try their hardest. But unfortunately enough there for the Purifier from Band, he did not realize where the shots were actually coming from. And as such, we go to the 5th one where Luminosity will be on defense, which is going to be key in here. Band finds that kill, immediately pushes for more. They are trying to go for the spawn trap. The one defending over there is gonna be Abyss, who gets executed by Band once again. That's a double learn. Gonna make sure that the spawn trap is never to happen. But Big does have this equalizer available.
We have not seen a successful offense yet. GodLike, this still feels like a must-win map if they want to find a way to take down LG. Clock stops with one member out over towards B. Vague able to flush him out. Over the top. Oh, what a double from Vague. Tech, Envy right there with to make sure that the LG defense can continue to keep this very forward line of scrimmage. 25 plays 21. Opportunity still though. GodLike are still stalling the clock with Neutrino. What a gunfight versus Envy. Band now on the hunt.